Musical Composition 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, who abides under the shadow of the Almighty, he is saying of Yesu, my refuge and my stronghold, my Almighty, in whom I trust. For he delivers you from the snare of a trapper, from the destructive pestilence. He covers you with his feathers, and under his wings you take refuge. His truth is a shield and armor. You are not afraid of the dread by night, of the arrow that flies by day, of the pestilence that walks in darkness, of destruction that ravages at midday. 1,000 fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it does not come near you. Only with your eyes you look on, and see the reward of the wrong ones. Because you have made Jesus my refuge, the Most High your dwelling place. No evil befalls you, and a plague does not come near your tent. For he commands his messengers concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You tread upon lion and cobra, young lion and serpent you trample underfoot. Because he cleaves to me in love, therefore I deliver him. I set him on high, because he has known my name. When he calls on me, I answer him. I am with him in distress. I deliver him and esteem him. With long life I satisfy him, and show him my deliverance. Musical Composition 92. It is good to give thanks to Jesus, and to make a melody to your name, Most High, to declare your mercy in the morning, and your trustworthiness each night, on 10 strings and on the harp, to the sounding chords of the lyre. For you have made me rejoice with your work, Yesu. I shout for joy at the works of your hands. Yesu, how great are your works! Your thoughts are very deep. A senseless human does not know, and a fool does not understand this. When the wrong spring up like grass, and all the workers of wickedness blossom, it is for them to be destroyed, even to the last age. But you, Yesu, are on high, even to the last age. For look, your enemies, Yesu, for look, your enemies do perish. All the workers of wickedness are scattered. But you lift up my horn like a wild ox. I have been anointed with fresh oil, and my eye looks upon my enemies. My ears hear the evildoers who rise up against me. The right and just one flourishes like a palm tree. He grows like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of Jesus flourish in the courts of our Almighty. They still bear fruit in old age. They are fresh and green, to declare that Jesus is straight, my rock, and in him is no injustice. Musical Composition 93. Jesus shall reign. He shall put on excellency. Jesus shall put on strength. He shall gird himself. Indeed, the world is established, immovable. Your throne is established from of old. You are from, for all the eras of the last age of the ages. Rivers shall lift up, Yesu. Rivers shall lift up their voice. Rivers lift up their breakers. Jesus on high is mightier than the noise of many waters, the mighty breakers of the sea. Your witnesses have been very trustworthy. Pureness befits your house. Yesu, even to the last age. Musical Composition 94. Yesu, Almighty of vengeance, shine forth. Raise yourself up, Judge of the earth. Render punishment to the proud. Yesu, how long are the wrong going to rejoice? They pour forth words, they speak arrogantly. All the workers of wickedness boast in themselves. They crush your people, Yesu, and they afflict your inheritance. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, Jesus does not notice, and the Almighty of Jacob pays no heed. Take heed, you senseless among the people, and you fools, when would you become wise? He who planted the ear, does he not hear? He who formed the eye, does he not see? He who disciplines the nations, does he not reprove the one teaching human knowledge? Jesus knows the thoughts of human, that they are but a breath. Blessed is the human you discipline, Yesu, and instruct out of your word, to give him rest from the days of evil, until the pit is dug for the wrong. For Jesus does not leave his people, nor does he forsake his inheritance. For right ruling returns human to rightness and justness, and all the upright in heart will follow it. Who would rise up for me against evildoers? Who would stand up for me against the workers of wickedness? If Jesus had not been my help, my being would soon have settled in silence. When I said, "My foot has slipped," your mercy, Yesu, supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your comforts delighted my being. Would a throne of destruction, which devises trouble by decree, be joined with you? They band together against the life of the right and just, and declare innocent blood wrong. But Jesus is my defense, and my Almighty, the rock of my refuge, and brings back on them their own wickedness, and cuts them off in their own wrongdoing. Jesus, our Almighty, does cut them off. Musical Composition 95. Come, let us sing to Jesus. Let us raise a shout to the rock of our deliverance. Let us come before his face with thanksgiving. Let us raise a shout to him in song. For Jesus is a great Almighty, and a great King above all mighty ones, in whose hand are the depths of the earth. The mountain peaks are his also. His is the sea, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and bend low. Let us kneel before Jesus our Maker. Today, if you hear his voice, you must not harden your hearts, as in the rebellion during the day of testing in the wasteland, where your forefathers put me to the test, to see if I would meet their approval, and were acquainted with my works for 40 years. For this reason I was disgusted with that generation, and said, "They are constantly straying in their hearts, and they haven't known my ways." As I promised with an oath in my anger, they will never enter into my stopping. Musical Composition 96. Sing to Jesus a new song. Sing to Jesus all the earth. Sing to Jesus, bless his name, and proclaim his deliverance from day to day. Declare his esteem among the nations, his wonders among all peoples. For great is Jesus, and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all mighty ones, for all the mighty ones of the peoples are matters of naught. But Jesus made the heavens. Excellency and splendor are before him. Strength and comeliness are in his pure place. Ascribe to Jesus, clans of the peoples. Ascribe to Jesus esteem and strength. Ascribe to Jesus the esteem of his name. Bring an offering, and come into his courts. Bow yourselves to Jesus, in the splendor of pureness. Tremble before him all the earth. Say among nations, Jesus shall reign. The world also is established, immovable. He judges the peoples in straightness. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it. Let the field rejoice, and all that is in it. Let all the trees of the forest then shout for joy at the presence of Jesus, for he shall come. For he shall come to judge the earth. He judges the world in rightness and justness, and the peoples with his truth. Musical Composition 97. Yesu shall reign. The earth rejoices. Many isles are glad. Clouds and darkness all around him. Rightness and justness and right ruling are the foundation of his throne. Fire goes before him, and burns up his adversaries round about. His lightning shall light the world. The earth shall see and tremble. The mountains shall melt like wax before the face of Jesus, before the face of the Master of all the earth. The heavens shall declare his rightness and justness, and all the peoples shall see his esteem. All are put to shame who serve carved images, those boasting of matters of naught. Bow yourselves to him, all you mighty ones. Zion shall hear and be glad, and the daughters of Yehuda rejoice, because of your right rulings, Yesu. For you, Yesu, are the most high over all the earth. You shall be greatly elevated over all mighty ones. You who love Jesus hate evil. He guards the lives of his kind ones. He delivers them out of the hand of the wrong. Light is sown for the right and just, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in Jesus, you right and just, and give thanks at the remembrance of his pureness. Musical Composition 98. Sing to Jesus a new song, for he has done wonders. His right hand and his pure arm have brought him deliverance. Jesus has made known his deliverance. His rightness and justness he has openly shown before the eyes of the nations. He has remembered his mercy and his trustworthiness to the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the deliverance of our Almighty. Raise a shout to Jesus, all the earth. Break forth in song, rejoice, and make a melody. Sing to Jesus with the lyre and the voice of a song, with trumpets and the sound of a horn. Raise a shout before Jesus, the King. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands. Let the mountains sing together for joy before Jesus. For he shall come to judge the earth. He judges the world in rightness and justness, and the people in straightness. Musical Composition 99. Jesus shall reign. Peoples tremble. He is enthroned on the cherubim. The earth shakes. Jesus is great in Zion, and he is high above all the peoples. They praise your name. Great and awesome, it is pure. And the strength of the king shall love right ruling. You yourself shall establish straightness. You shall execute right ruling and rightness and justness in Jacob. Elevate Jesus our Almighty, and bow yourselves at his footstool. He is pure. Moshe and Aaron were among his priests, and Shemuel was among those calling upon his name. They called upon Jesus, and he answered them. He spoke to them in the column of cloud. They guarded his witnesses, and the law he gave them. You answered them, Yesu, our Almighty. You were a forgiving Almighty to them, though you took vengeance on their deeds. Elevate Jesus, our Almighty, and bow down towards his pure mountain, for Jesus, our Almighty, is pure. Musical Composition 100. Raise a shout for Jesus, all the earth. Serve Jesus with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know that Jesus, he is almighty. He has made us, and we are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. For Jesus is good. His mercy is for all the eras of the last age of the ages, and his truth to all generations. Musical Composition 101. I sing of mercy and right ruling to you, Yesu. I make a melody. I act wisely in a perfect way. When do you come to me? I walk in the midst of my house with a perfect heart. Set no matter of Belial before my eyes. I hate the work of those who fall away. It does not cleave to me. A perverse heart turns away from me. I do not know evil. Him who secretly slanders his neighbor I cut off. I do not tolerate one who has a haughty look and a proud heart. My eyes are on the trustworthy of the land, to dwell with me. He who walks in a perfect way, he serves me. He who practices deceit does not dwell in my house. He who speaks lies does not stand in my presence. Each morning I uproot all the wrong of the land, to cut off all the workers of wickedness from the city of Jesus. Musical Composition 102. Yesu, hear my prayer, and let my cry come to you. Do not hide your face from me in the day of my distress. Incline your ear to me. In the day I call, answer me speedily. For my days are consumed like smoke, and my bones are burned like hearth. My heart is stricken and withered like grass, for I have forgotten to eat my biscuit. Because of the sound of my sighing, my bones have cleaved to my flesh. I have been like a pelican of the wilderness. I have been like an owl of the wasteland. I have watched, and I am as a bird alone on the housetop. My enemies reproached me all day long. Those who rave against me have sworn against me. For I have eaten ashes like biscuit, and mixed my drink with tears, because of your displeasure and your wrath. For you have lifted me up and thrown me down. My days are like a shadow that lengthens, and I wither away like grass. But you, Yesu, shall be enthroned even to the last age, and the remembrance of you be to all generations. You yourself shall arise and have compassion on Zion, for the time to favor her, the appointed time has come. For your servants have been pleased with her stones, and they favor her dust. And the nations shall fear the name of Yesu, and all the kings of the earth your esteem. For Yesu shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his esteem. He shall turn unto the prayer of the destitute, and he shall not despise their prayer. This is written for a generation to come, so that a people to be created praise Jesus. For he looked down from the height of his pure place. From heaven Jesus viewed the earth, to hear the groaning of the prisoner, to release those appointed to death, to declare the name of Jesus in Zion, and his praise in Jerusalem, when peoples gather together and reigns to serve Jesus. He has humbled my strength in the way. He has shortened my days. I said, my Almighty, do not take me away in the midst of my days. Your years are throughout all generations. You did found the earth of old, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They shall perish, but you remain, and all of them grow old like a garment. You change them like a coat, and they are changed. But you are the same, and your years have no end. The sons of your servants continue, and their seed is established before you. Musical Composition 103. Bless Jesus, my being, and all that is within me. Bless his pure name. Bless Jesus, my being, and do not forget all his dealings, who forgives all your lawless ways, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with mercy and compassion, who satisfies your desire with the good. Your youth is renewed like the eagles. Jesus is doing rightness and justness, and right ruling for all the oppressed. He made known his ways to Moshe, his acts to the children of Israel. Jesus is compassionate and showing favor, patient and great in mercy. He does not always strive, nor maintain it even to the last age. He has not done to us according to our wrongs, nor rewarded us according to our lawless ways. For as the heavens are high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward those who fear him. As far as east is from west, so far has he removed our lawless ways from us. As a father has compassion for his children, so Jesus has compassion for those who fear him. For he knows how we are made. He remembers that we are dust. As a flower of the field, so he flourishes. For the wind blows over it, and it is no more, and its place no longer remembers it. But the mercy of Jesus is for all the eras of the last age of the ages, upon those who fear him, and his rightness and justness to children's children, to those who guard his contract, and to those who remember his orders to do them. Jesus has established his throne in the heavens, and his reign shall rule over all. Bless Jesus, you his messengers, mighty in power, who do his word, listening to the voice of his word. Bless Jesus, all you his hosts, you his servants, who do his pleasure. Bless Jesus, all his works, in all places of his rule. Bless Jesus, my being. Musical Composition 104. Bless Jesus, my being. Yesu, my Almighty, you have been very great. You have put on excellency and splendor, covering yourself with light as with a garment, stretching out the heavens like a curtain, who is laying the beams of his upper rooms in the waters, who is making thick clouds his chariot, who is walking on the wings of the wind, making his messengers the winds, his servants a flame of fire. He established the earth on its foundations, so that it would not totter even to the last age. You covered it with the deep, as with a garment. The waters stood above the mountains. At your rebuke they flee. At the voice of your thunder they hurry away. They go up the mountains. They go down the valleys, to the place which you founded for them. You did set a boundary. They do not pass over. They do not return to cover the earth. Who is sending the springs into the valleys? They flow among the hills. They give drink to every beast of the field. Wild donkeys break their thirst. The birds of the heavens dwell beside them. They sing from between the branches, watering the hills from his upper rooms. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works, causing the grass to grow for the cattle, and plants for the service of mankind, to bring forth food from the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of human, oil to make the face shine, and biscuit which sustains human's heart. The trees of Jesus are satisfied, the cedars of Lebanon which he planted, where the birds do make nests. The stork has her home in the fir trees. The high hills are for wild goats. Rocks a refuge for rock badgers. He made the moon for appointed times. The sun knows it's going down. You put darkness, and it is night. In it all the beasts of the forest creep. The young lions are roaring for prey, and seeking their food from Almighty. The sun arises, they withdraw and lie down in their dens. Human goes out to his work, and to his labor till evening. Yesu, how many have been your works? You have made all of them in wisdom. The earth is filled with your possessions. There is the sea, great and wide, in which are innumerable swarms, living creatures, small with great. There do ships go, that Leviathan which you made to play there. All of them wait for you, to give their food in due season. You give to them, they gather in. You open your hand, they are satisfied with good. You hide your face, they are alarmed. You take away their breath, they die, and return to their dust. You send forth your Spirit, they are created, and you renew the face of the earth. The esteem of Jesus is even to the last age. Jesus rejoices in his works. Who looks on the earth, and it trembles. He touches the mountains, and they smoke. I sing to Jesus as long as I live. I sing praise to my Almighty while I exist. My meditation on him is sweet. I rejoice in Jesus. Let wrongdoers be consumed from the earth, and let the wrong be no more. Bless Jesus, my being. Praise Jesus. Musical Composition 105. Give thanks to Jesus. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the peoples. Sing to him, sing praise to him, speak of all his wonders. Make your boast in his pure name. Let the hearts rejoice of those seeking Jesus. Seek Jesus and his strength. Seek his face always. Remember his wonders which he has done, his miracles and the right rulings of his mouth. Seed of Abraham, his servant, children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is Jesus, our Almighty. His right rulings are in all the earth. He has remembered his contract even to the last age, the word he commanded for 1,000 generations, the contract he made with Abraham and his oath to Isaac, and established it to Jacob for a law, to Israel a contract even to the last age, saying, To you I give the land of Canaan, the portion of your inheritance. When they were few in number, few indeed, and sojourners in it, and they went about from one nation to another, from one reign to another people. He allowed no one to oppress them, and he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, Do not touch my anointed ones, and do my prophets no evil. And he called for a scarcity of food in the land. He cut off all the supply of biscuit. He sent ahead of them a human, Joseph, sold as a slave. They afflicted his feet with shackles. His neck was put in irons, until the time that his word came. The word of Jesus tried him. The king sent and released him. The ruler of the people let him loose. He made him master of his house, and ruler over all his possessions, to bind his chiefs at his pleasure, and to teach his elders wisdom. Then Israel came to Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. And he increased his people greatly, and made them stronger than their enemies. He turned their heart to hate his people, to conspire against his servants. He sent Moshe his servant, Aaron whom he had chosen. They set among them the matters of his signs, and wonders in the land of Ham. He sent darkness, and made it dark, and they did not rebel against his word. He turned their waters into blood, and killed their fish. Their land teemed with frogs in the rooms of their kings. He spoke, and swarms of flies came, gnats in all their borders. He gave them hail for rain, a flaming fire in their land. And he smote their vines and their fig trees, and broke the trees of their borders. He spoke, and locusts came, and larvae innumerable, and they devoured all the plants in their land, and they devoured the fruit of their ground. Then he smote all the firstborn in their land, the first fruit of all their strength, and brought them out with silver and gold, and among his tribes no one faltered. Egypt was glad when they left, for the fear of them had fallen upon them. He spread a cloud for a covering, and fire to give light in the night. They asked, and he brought quail, and satisfied them with the biscuit of heaven. He opened the rock, and water gushed out. It ran in the dry places, a river. For he remembered his pure word, to Abraham his servant. So he brought out his people with joy, his chosen ones with singing. And he gave to them the lands of the pagans, and they inherited the labor of peoples, in order that they might guard his laws, and watch over his word. Praise Jesus.